to
Tipsy Book Reads.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jess. We're tipsy.
Too many books on my TBR.
Yeah.
This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers. We warned ya. Hi.
Hello.
Did we already do this?
I have no idea.
How are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah. I literally was not sure.
I'm tired.
Okay. What are we reading?
We're reading The Assassin Slayed by Sarah J. Maas.
Yes.
Okay.
The
Was that a quiz?
Correct.
Correct. A plus.
And it is The Assassin and the Underworld.
Yeah, scary. Creepy. Really quick, this is a great time to subscribe and maybe leave if these trigger warnings are not for you. Death, grooming, slave trade discussions, and honestly a lot more.
Yeah.
Gore. So we'll see you next time. Perfect. What you drinking?
We are drinking Selena's Dancing Juice.
I love it. Give me the dancing juice.
It is a berries and cream inspired sparkling wine.
Yum. Yum. Just can't lie. I'm just so bad at it.
That's okay.
Well, now I have to say it. We don't have it, so this is yummy apple cider sparkling. But we will have it when we record the drink.
Yeah.
It'll be delicious.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yep. Okay. Gosh, dang it. My first freaking line in my notes. Do you want to know what they are?
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably.
No, I cannot.
Okay.
I don't have my glasses on. No, further.
I feel like, well, now I can read it,
Okay.
though. But I'm closer to you. I feel like she doesn't love him as much as Sam, and then it was supposed to be as Sam loves her.
I feel like.
But I don't need to,
Yeah.
finish it when it's my own thoughts.
I feel that. Although sometimes I don't finish a thought and then I'm like, what was this?
That's true.
But yeah, I agree. Dang. That sucks. But also, she did love him. She does love him. I think she just needs to grow into it a little bit.
Yeah. Agreed. Arabin sucks.
Oh my God, I literally hate him.
He makes my skin crawl. He's the worst. He's completely brainwashed her. He's just absolutely horrific.
Yeah.
That scene of her walking in, she's like, she prepped herself. She was ready to go in and say, I'm leaving. Here's my money. Peace out. And she didn't.
Mm-mm.
Because he's just a scummy person.
And he's so manipulative.
Let me just wait, because I'm reading something. Wait till I read 4 more things, and then I'll read your letter of recommendation. Good behavior.
Yeah. So, of course, it had to be on his time because he thinks he runs the show. But, yeah, he's so manipulative and just his little tactics and then all the gifts that he had for her.
Awful.
It's disgusting.
It's so awful. Yeah, that made me so mad. And the whole scene where she walks out of there and then sees Sam or whatever, and they have a sweet moment, and then Lysandra comes out.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Who is this bitch?
I kind of love her.
Who is this bitch?
She is all
Selena said,
Selena's man.
Oh, you look fine. Where the frick have you been all summer? Because you know where I have been? I've been
in the
red desert, training my ass off and almost getting killed.
Multiple
Not
times.
really, but people tried.
That's true. Multiple times.
Yeah. And yeah, she is not very happy about that. And
Okay, so much. Let's talk about Lysandra and her for a second.
Okay.
So much like goes into this where they do talk about it in shit. We're not doing great at like spoiler stuff today.
No.
Okay, give us a second while we just like reorganize our brain. Okay, Lysandra's story and hers, like Selena's, is so funny because there's just a rivalry. I hate that word. That is so purely made by someone.
Yeah.
Like they were meant to be put against each other. Arrowband.
Yeah. Once again with his manipulations.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because he knows that the two of them banded together would be too powerful. He knows that he can't handle the two of them banded together.
Mm-hmm.
So what did he have to do? Put them against each other.
Yeah. So annoying. It's so annoying. I hate that. Like, and I mean, in real world events, like that happens all the time with women. Like they get put against each other instead of like lifting each other up.
To build each other up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Lysandra has this feline smirk, and she's just very like, I don't know, like snarky and.
Yeah, I mean,
I said I love that they hate each other.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I don't,
I love
but like
hate it.
it's like fun to read.
It is fun to read. Can I move on to the suit really quick?
That's my next note.
Okay, because
how freaking cool.
So cool. And we hated the suit before. Well, she hated the suit before. And so they made it better. There's so many hidden little compartments of daggers.
Yeah. Freaking badass. Like,
it's so cool. I wish I could wear it.
Right. I mean, I would have no use because I'm not skilled as Selena in any of those things. However, very cool. 10 out of 10. Our bar is just a mess.
Yeah, the bar top is looking like something else today, but that's okay. Everyone who's listening is
like, what is going on?
Yeah, we're just a mess.
So Sam getting her the sheet music. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
No, are you reading my notes?
No,
because that's literally my notes.
That's so far we've been like right on.
Yes, because I said they new suit, but I meant the new suit, and then I wrote music dash. She loves her music. Sam got her sheets. Are you kidding?
Yeah. So Sam got Selena the sheet music for the opera thing
that she loves,
and it's brand new.
It's not out,
and the sheet music isn't even out yet.
That's
so like
cool.
The amount of trouble that he had to go through, and just that he's so thoughtful and knows that something like that is way more meaningful than like the shit Arabin got.
Yes.
Her.
Yeah, like he took the time to pay attention. But also, I thought it was funny before he does that, she tried to remember what the music was on the piano forte.
Yeah.
And he was listening the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And he like kind of messes with her about it, but then still gives her the sheet music.
Yeah.
It's just adorable.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
How do we feel about this client?
Weird.
The ex-wife.
Yeah. Who is this lady, first of all?
It's very weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, something just fell off immediately.
Absolutely.
Especially because Selena was gone. She's brought back. She gets this assignment, and you're just right off the bat thinking something is not adding up here.
Yeah, because Arabin is just like being icky as usual, but just like super icky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like he's just playing a game, you know? So, anyways, she's doing some like operative stuff, trying to figure out this mission. Okay, I want to go to a Harvest Moon party.
Why? Yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's like
Sold.
actually have one.
Sold.
Okay.
Yeah, she is so smart though. Just the way she goes about things, but also not. Kind of back what I talked about before about like the way she asks questions and the way she tries to be so sneaky, but then like people actually know
something.
Yeah.
And we would love to meet you.
Yeah. And then also continuing on like her spying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
she's not near as sneaky as she thinks she is.
No, and then she gets drunk.
And okay, so let's.
Oh, okay.
What?
Let's talk.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So because I read this first, breezed right over, had no freaking clue. So reading this for the second time, who goes to this freaking Harvest Moon party? None other
Nobility.
than Dorian and
It has to
Chaol.
be. It has to be.
The freaking brooding guard with the freaking, and then the nobility, and it talked about their eyes too, and it's them.
It has to
It's
be.
literally Dorian and Chaol.
So like they met each other.
Yeah,
and none of them
started
remember.
to dance, and
None of them remember.
Is this a mask? It is a mask.
It's a masquerade,
party, right?
Yeah.
But it surprises me that there's not a mention of at least like them recognizing each other's eyes, because like, okay, sure, with a mask or whatever, but I kind of wish at the masquerade in Crown of Midnight that they like made a connection because they were all masked again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
Because I could see like, all right, all you saw was their eyes. You might not make a connection when you see their whole face. It's kind of like with during COVID, whenever I met people for the first time, like with masks for the longest time. And then like a year later, I saw them without a mask. And I was like, that is not what I pictured the rest of your face to be.
Yeah.
You know the games where it's like you pick the head, you pick the body.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't like matching up as to what my brain had thought. But when you see it all together, I wish there was like a connection about
light bulb
like
moment.
Yeah.
Dang.
But either way, it was very cool that they
was
were
so
there.
Cool. Yeah.
And then Sam and him being like, she's spoken for. Is she though?
They met Sam too.
Yeah.
I wish they would realize that.
I wish so too. Dang, that would have been really like sad but cute.
Can we talk about the foreshadowing?
Yeah.
So when alleged Dorian walks up to her and asks what her name is, and she says all these silly things. I am wind, I am blah, 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 just like drunk. And then she says, I have no name. I am whoever the keeper of my fate tells me to be.
Dang. And she thinks she's just being a silly, drunk little girl.
So funny. I can take that out later. There's a note to me to take that out and delete that. Okay. Dang it. I have it on the wrong spot. Let me move that. 1 second. Where's my... Oh, there's too many things on my TBR. Okay. Got it. Because that's important to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just go right back into talking.
Okay.
But the whole ball is just wild.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love that we saw freaking, and it even describes Kale as so like grumpy even there. He's like clearly doesn't want to be at this party.
He's so
and
annoying.
Like Dorian's just dragging him along.
Why are they friends?
They are grumpy as sunshine as besties.
Yep. Love that.
I love it.
Love that. Okay. So she goes in to do her mission job thingy.
Yeah.
She gets captured. Yeah. The sewer scene.
Oh my God. How freaking terrifying. That would be the worst possible way to die.
No, the worst person. Yeah.
Not drowning. Drowning in sewage. When literally the outside is right there and the person that you might love is trying to help you. And like there's nothing.
I would also drink as much alcohol as I can to
take
burn
a
it.
literal bath in liquor.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I too.
Yep, that's understandable.
It was awful, and the way it was described was just like,
oh my God, when she was like, Sam, and then he was like, no, like he heard the change in her voice and was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You are not dying here today. And she was like,
said,
take my body back to Darrison. Selena. Oh my gosh. And Sam is like, absolutely the fuck not. You are not dying in this sewer. Not today, damn it. And then some girl has a crowbar or something.
I love it. I love that little tidbit. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
So she survives.
She does, thanks to sewage CPR.
Breathe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of insane. That was a little bit gross. That was a close call. She almost died again.
Yep. But also with this mission, back to being super sus. So this Philip guy is like, I'm going to kill myself to avoid, like, whatever's going on. Also, you know nothing. And she's like,
What do you mean?
what do you mean? I think you're right.
But at the point, she was so mad
Yeah,
about what happened. She didn't give a flip.
that's so true. But then later on, she's like, I think I am missing something.
Mm-hmm, you were.
Something's not adding up here.
Mm-hmm.
This is sus.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Totally. Totally. Um, the fact that she was literally on death's door, though, still I can't get past that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, so we find out that crazy dude has something going on. And then what's the other guy's name?
What other guy?
Isn't there another guy? I didn't think his name was Philip. I thought there was 2 guys.
Well, Donovan is the one that she killed, and then Philip killed himself.
Yes, right. So then that's when afterwards she finds out what really happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking trash bag Arabin.
He's so awful.
And just like
That's despicable.
I can picture the manipulation of like, you haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah. I would have thought you would be smart enough to do that. Ugh.
And that it was literally all just a game to him and payback for her freeing his slaves, basically.
It's
Like,
so upsetting.
bitch, you already sent her away and beat her up and everything, and you're still just toying with her.
Yeah.
What a trash bag.
And like, this isn't something to toy over.
No.
This is a horrible thing.
Yeah, and you literally just made her kill somebody who didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
You lied to her about the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
And this freaking ex-wife, no wonder she was an ex-wife, because she's horrible.
Yeah.
And she's
Trying to kill her
actually,
husband.
yeah.
Ex-husband.
And it seems like these roads are like for slave trading and stuff. So she's in on all of that. And like slave trading and like human trafficking and all of the things is absolutely horrible, absolutely the most atrocious thing possible. But when a woman is doing it, for some reason, it's like seems even more atrocious. If there's like there's not even a level, but if there could be a level,
it just doesn't make sense.
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense across the board, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's like already the worst possible thing. And then if it could possibly get any worse,
Yeah.
it does. If that makes sense.
Yes. It's awful. Well, it's because we live our lives in fear. Like you should know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And women should already like be looking out for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you have like that situation, it's just like despicable.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
How does she pay Arabin off?
With the money from the mute.
No,
Master.
for Sam.
Oh, she sells the horse.
That's right.
Yeah.
Together at last, I said.
Yay. So yeah, she sells her fancy horsey and gives the money to Arabin to pay off Sam's debt. Also, she's amazing.
Yeah. I was making sure that was the right spot.
Gotcha.
They're together and free at last. I don't know. I only have one thing important to say after credits.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm done with this story.
Okay. Sam just being like, I love you. And you would choose
Oh,
Arabin.
yeah.
And she's like,
No, I wouldn't, you idiot.
But I wouldn't. So, don't just assume. You know what assuming does. Makes an ass out of you and me. And most of my notes are just that I hate Arabin.
Yeah, that's fair.
Are the fighting pits in this part?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Well, this is a great time to stop listening if you haven't listened to the entire series. And I'm talking about the entire series. So we'll see you next time. Bye. Okay. So back to chapter 5, page 200, and I wrote it down.
I think I did too.
80 something, 84 or 82, 284. It says that Selena says, after all that thing where she says, "Oh, I'm Wind." Dorian asks, "What's your name?" And she's, "I am Wind. I am blah blah blah. I am blah." And then she it's silly. It's she was drinking.
Yeah.
And then she says, "I have no name. I am whoever the keeper of my fate tells me to be."
Which is wild.
Literally foreshadowing.
Absolutely wild.
Even to the point where it says, "I am whoever the keeper of my fate tells me to be." That's freaking crazy.
So intense.
Miss Sarah.
Yeah.
Miss Sarah, you cuckoo.
I have no name. And the fact that prior to that I have no name, she stated off 7 different names.
Mm-hmm.
And granted,
she has 7 names.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
She has all these names and no name. And it all is about fate.
The entire series wrapped up in 2 sentences.
That's insane.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I had to say that though.
I am so glad you caught that, because that's another thing that this series just deserves to be reread, and I feel also in different orders, because I started with this and reading the rest of the series, I picked up on things that I got from this, but then rereading this in a different order, I understand things on a different level. And it's just wild, mixing it up and doing it multiple times, because there are just Easter eggs that deserve to be found that you don't find if you only read it once.
Yeah.
In any particular order. It's absolutely incredible. The spider silk thing was in this section though, right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, over his heart.
And it worked.
Yeah. That's right. The spider silk stuff is very confusing.
Oh yeah, we didn't even...
Oh, man.
I set it for 26 minutes.
How many times? Is it usually 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be quick.
Just quick.
I didn't talk about the last time though. The guy that gave 20 years of his life, how that ties into everything too.
Yeah. All the way to Manon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, the spider silk is absolutely wild. And it breaks my heart that it worked.
Yeah.
All these things that she puts into saving him, and then just how it ends is so tragic.
It is tragic. It's rough.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for sticking around through this episode. The final part is next week. So hang on to your butts and get ready to record with us. Record with us. Bye.
Stay tipsy.